created the notion that young girls are so desperate for male attention that we bring blades to the inside of our wrists just so some guy will sweep in and save us? Who was the first person who sold the idea that self-harm is just a disgusting form of a short skirt, just like everyone dresses how they do for someone else's attention and couldn't possibly take action in regards to their own desires and choices? We're just poor, dumb, deluded creatures who must truly think that our own scars are beautiful. Who was it? Because you know what? This person was right. I did do it out of want for love. I did it because there is no love inside of me. None at all. None for this body. None for this life. I did it because there was times I felt so incredibly numb that I doubted that I was even alive at all. I did it because I was addicted, and when you don't love yourself enough yet, you can't find a single reason to stop. I was certainly caught up with the idea that someone would see, that someone would ask about it. I very much like the notion of someone finally liking me enough and then asking me about it. But then, what's so wrong about not being strong enough at 15 years old to battle a demon that is the only thing that makes you feel a little bit in control? What's so wrong about needing a hand to hold until you're well enough to walk on your own? The only thing that this person got wrong was the boy in the story. Never in my life have I pictured a Prince Charming and thought, oh, well, golly gee, I sure hope he saves me. It could have been anybody. I never wanted romance to go along with it. I don't need anybody to kiss my scars. I just wanted someone to stop me when I couldn't stop myself. I just needed a friend. I wanted someone, anyone, to be there for me when I needed it most. But I never asked aloud, only on skin. I didn't want to be a burden. I've had this fear about being naked in front of people since middle school when we first had to start changing for gym class. What gave you the idea that I'm actually proud of these moments? Have you ever actually seen somebody's scars? Because everybody I know who self-harms will do everything within their power to hide them. Myself being an exception. But why is it that everything a girl goes through always comes back to being about men? Even when I'm hurting myself, it's about wanting their attention. Even an action like taking every ounce of my own self-hatred and channeling it into a small silver blade and slicing it up and down my skin is somehow translated into stop hurting yourself. You just want to get it laid. You know what? There are boys who cut too. Do you say this to them as well? Or do you say, I'm sorry, your pain doesn't count. Don't you know that only girls do this to be lovely and broken so you can go in and save them? Maybe boys cut for the same reason that other people do. That they're in pain and don't know how else to deal with these emotions. Maybe every time you tell a girl, you're only doing this for attention, you're also telling a guy, don't show him how bad it is, keep it in. This is something only desperate girls do. Come on, man up, tough up. I've battled this for years. It has always been my fight and mine alone. It has nothing to do with the boys and the girls I have loved. Destroy the idea that self-harm is for attention. Because the minute you put a label like that on it is when you start saying that you don't need to help them. Destroy the idea that asking for help is a sign of weakness. It's okay to need other people sometimes. It's okay to look for other people to love you when you can't do it yourself yet. It's all okay. You are okay. There's a reason therapy is a legitimate profession. Sometimes you need other people to overcome things. Destroy the idea that young kids find beauty in depression. Destroy the idea that boys aren't hurting. And destroy the idea that any girl has ever said, I'll just hurt myself and slice myself here, and then maybe he'll love me. Because that is never going to happen. My body is not an art museum. And I have never invited anyone to come and gawk at the drawings and then applaud me for dismantling myself into 1,000 little pieces.